Hey, what's happening, guys? Joe Barletta here with you today with a quick training on a success formula for beginner real estate investors. And you know what? This is going to apply even if, no matter what stage of the game you are in, even if you're an intermediate investor, no matter what stage you're at, this is going to be tremendously helpful for you. Because if you're looking to get to that next level, there's a formula that you should be following to help you get there quicker. And here's what I mean. In order to get to that next level, there's a process that you should be following. And the first step is determining and having clarity in your vision. You need to be clear on what it is that you want. Clarity. If you don't know what it is that you want, how are you going to actually achieve it? So next, once we have that vision where we want to go, we can create a map on how we can get there. So in order to do that, we first need to establish where we're starting from and what's on our plate. And then over here, this is where we want to be, right? This is the goal. Maybe it's to do your first deal. Maybe it's to generate some extra income so you can remove yourself from your job, whatever. You're going to have to determine that. Do your first deal. More consistent deals, whatever. Okay? But be specific. Okay? So now, in between, we've got where we're at, where we want to go. We've got this space, this gap. And what we're going to do is create a bridge. All right, there's this bridge, this space, and we're going to create this bridge. And along that bridge, there's a couple things that we need to have in order to get from here to there. And I'm going to talk to you about each one specifically, what you need to be looking for or doing at each point. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is where we're at. And when it comes to business, we're talking about what is on your plate, what are you working with, what assets do you have available to you, your resources. So we need to start by taking inventory of our resources. Now, what do I mean by resources? Well, when it comes to our business, there are certain things that we're working with. We've got our skill sets, we've got knowledge. Right? We've got time that we could dedicate to the business. We've got money that we can invest in ourselves and the business. And we also have strategic relationships. People, I'm going to abbreviate that to strat relation. Okay? Strategic relationships. People that can help us in accomplishing this goal. Who do we have available to us? Okay? So now we've got where we're at. We're going to take an inventory of all these resources that we have. Once we are able to take inventory of what we have, we need to establish a way to utilize those resources in the most effective manner possible. Because not everybody has, a ton of money to get started with, or maybe you're working a full-time job and you have very limited time. You need to take inventory of every single one of these things and see how to best utilize them properly to get the best results, the most bang for your buck, so to speak. Okay, but in this case, it's your resources. Next, on the other side of the bridge, we've got the goal, where we want to go. What do we want over here? Why is it that we're doing this, right? Maybe, what do people want more out of in life, right? Most people are looking for more. They want more control over their time, more control of their money, right? So we'll put more control of time and money. Maybe they're working in a stressful job. Maybe you're in that 9 to 5 and you're doing tons of overtime. You don't have time to go to your kids' events. You don't have time to take off on a vacation, right? So maybe that you would love to remove yourself from that job at some point, right? So maybe you want to quit that job that's really just killing you. Maybe you want to just spend more time doing the things that you want to do, whatever that may be. Or maybe it's giving back. Maybe it's maybe you got some hobbies or charities. Okay, I call these things the thrills. Okay, this is the fun stuff, right? These are the fun things in life, the vacations. These are the thrills. We want more of the thrills and less of the bills, right? We want less bills, more thrills. Okay. Now, in between where we're at to where we want to be, we've got this bridge. Okay. Now, the first component, the first stop on the bridge, before we get anywhere, we need to get our head right. We need to get our mindset to achieve what is on this side. We need to have proper mindset and be convinced that this over here is our future reality, so that we are congruent with this goal. Okay, so having proper mindset, what does that mean? Well, that means being 100% committed to the process, doing whatever it takes to get that job done, that outcome. Okay, that doesn't leave room for failure. It means being able to act in spite of doubt, in spite of fear and uncertainty, and not having all the answers to the questions. It means taking action in yourself. If you don't have proper mindset, this is the biggest killer of goals and dreams unless utilized properly. It can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. Okay, so proper mindset, step one. Next thing is specialized education or specialized knowledge. Okay? What do I mean by that? This is your foundation of knowing just enough to get you to that next step. People get frozen and caught up in needing to know everything that they need to know about. They want to know everything, right? Before they'll do the tiniest action step. Okay, they're like, what if I don't know the answer to that question if a seller asks me this, or what if I look stupid, or what if this and what if that? They want to know everything. That is wrong. You just need to know just enough to take you to that next logical step. Does that make sense? Don't get caught up in trying to learn everything, because it's overwhelming. And when you get overwhelmed, you're going to freeze. You're going to pull back. You're going to procrastinate, and then nothing's going to get accomplished. Okay, so you need to learn a little bit. Learn specifically what you need to know and take action on it. Okay? So now, where is the gap when you don't have those, when you can't quite connect the dots? Well, that leads us to the third stop in the bridge, and that is having the guidance and the support of a mentor or a coach to help you get to that next step, to fill in that gap, that missing knowledge, or to diagnose that challenge that you're having, or that deal that's on your plate that you don't know how to navigate. Okay, whatever that obstacle is, having a coach or a mentor will be the missing component that's going to get you the result. See, here's the biggest problem with courses, with books, with seminars. After you get all that knowledge and it kind of just sits up there in your brain, and then you go out there and try and implement that stuff, you're going to have very unique questions that are situation specific. And guess what? Going onto Facebook or YouTube or Google, you're not going to find the answer you're looking for. So what happens when you get an opportunity on your plate and you don't know how to move forward? You're going to lose out. You're going to lose that opportunity. You're going to lose the deal. You're not going to get to that next step. This is not going to become your future reality. So how do you bridge that gap? You get yourself a coach and a mentor, someone who's been where you have been and is at where you want to be, so they can bring you along and show you a proven system to follow. Okay? So now, if you want to get from where you're at to where you want to go, the fastest, quickest way to bridge this gap is right here, okay? People get lost in this right here. They'll spend months, years going around in circles, chasing their tail, overwhelmed in information, when all it is this one key missing ingredient that you just need to plug into place. That's it, guys, okay? Invest in yourself. Find yourself a coach or a mentor. Now, you can go out there and apply the success formula and try and do it on your own. Or if you want to know how I can help you come up with your own personalized real estate success formula, I've set aside some time on my calendar, and you can go to Joe Barletta. That's my first and last name, joebarletta.com/go. So that's my first and last name, joebarletta.com/go. And you can book a call. You can learn a little bit more about what we'll do on that call. And if it sounds like it's a fit, I will get on the call with you and help you in determining your personalized real estate success formula. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this training. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope it was beneficial. If it was, please leave a comment, like it, share it with anybody that you may think that may get some benefit out of it as well. Thanks for checking out the training. I hope you guys have an awesome day. We'll talk to you soon.